A single moment of carelessness destroyed his entire life. That night, he and his friends had partied until 2 in the morning. The noise kept his kids from sleeping, and his wife, fed up, demanded they leave. After seeing his friends off, Lee still wasn't ready to call it a night. He decided to head into town to grab some more booze, a decision that would lead to tragedy. He picked up some diapers for the baby while he was out. The round trip to town took about 20 minutes. When he got back, his house was on fire. Firefighters pulled his wife out, but he just stood there like a stranger passing by, unable to process what was happening. By dawn, his wife was loaded into an ambulance, completely done with him. His 3 children had been reduced to ashes, and the police took him in for questioning. The whole thing was his fault. Before leaving to buy the alcohol, he had tossed a couple of logs into the wood stove. Maybe he'd had too much to drink. He'd forgotten to put the fire screen back in place. He knew what must have happened. A burning ember had fallen onto the floor. After taking his statement, the police were ready to let him go. Lee was stunned. They were just going to release him? To the cops, it was nothing more than an accident, and with that, the interrogation was over. Years passed, and life settled into a hollow routine. Lee cut off nearly all contact with the outside world. He scraped by doing repair work, his old trade, but the shadow of losing his children never lifted. His life was dull and colorless. Sometimes a customer's complaint would set him off, making him short-tempered and rude. He moved through life like a stone, devoid of feeling. When people tried to get close, he'd give half-hearted answers until they gave up trying. One time, a woman accidentally spilled a drink on him and apologized profusely, dabbing at his shirt. She was warm and friendly, but his response was flat and lifeless. He refused to start over. He carried his guilt like a weight, walling himself off, punishing himself with a miserable existence as if it were some kind of penance. A few drinks in one evening, Lee noticed a pair of men who kept glancing his way. It irritated him. He knew exactly what they were doing, talking about the fire, about what had happened to him. Lee lived in a basement apartment. The place was bare, a reflection of a man who had no desires left. He shoveled the snow from his doorstep over and over, drifting through each day in a haze, until one phone call finally began to pull him out of the darkness.